Hey, it took me like 3 tries to get this. Wait, my nose is itchy. So, early in, I got there at 10 past 8. I thought I'd be like the first person there, but the room was already full. So, did the blood. Jeez. Cat was just on me, so like a cat hair in the face. Did the blood, then realized how long till the next appointment was. Like, you get 3 appointments in a row: blood, doctor, or doctor assistant, and then chemo. So it was like another hour, and then I went on the car, relaxed for a while. I've been dealing with this incredible heartburn all day. Went out to the car, then came back in. Then talked to a different nursing I don't know, person. About halfway through, I said, "Have we met before?" And she said, "Yes, but it's been a while. My memory is like dog shit." And it's so weird too because the math thing doesn't give me anything to latch onto into the brain and remember. It's like, they're all just like little robots running around with masks on still. But anyway, so during this discussion came up about appetite and everything, and then the steroids that they give. Now, these things do a number on me and turn me into a walking monster for days afterwards. And since I have no issues with what these things are for, then let's not do them. I'm like, that's great, because I don't like them. And I also have them at home in case I need them. So if there's a problem, well, there's no problem so far. So I get a different kind of batch today, and no more Hal to take home. I got a smaller one. His name is Jeremy. I don't name him. That's what he said his name was. So anyway, so they decided not to give me one of the drugs anymore because they're worried about it's been making my neuropathy worse. And they said, well, just, you know, this is the one they give you that affects the cold, does this, does that, basically causes every side effect that I have to deal with in the throat and the mouth and the sores and everything else. And so we're not going to do that one anymore. I asked if that's somehow going to make me behind. Like, no, not really. They're so tentative about stuff. They're like, basically don't worry about it. So I come back in 2 days to have Jeremy unplugged. Now I'm not on the Wednesday, Friday thing. I'm on the Tuesday, Thursday thing, I guess. Anyway, that's enough about that. I've got so many envelopes of seeds to plant, and I've already got a bunch of stuff in the ground. Mike's head's doing really good. I don't want to transplant it, but I'm going to have to. They're 2 feet tall now. And the starter plants that I got over at Walmart. I got them at Walmart. Walmart, Home Depot, anybody around here, they all get them from the same greenhouse. So those things are already growing pretty good, but I'm gonna leave them in their little cups for now. So I don't know what else I'm gonna do. I don't want to buy any more soil. Karen's worried about the weight in the balcony, and she's probably right. So I mean, if I bring up any more weight, the soil that I have already that I've been growing stuff in, it's got this beautiful color to it. And I turn it over and I put, stuff that's past like the plants that might have grown it before and put them back into it. I turned it something over. Did something yesterday that I just watched on a farm video that they do that too. Before they plant it, and they just, go in there. I used a rake. They used a $3 million machine, and it just turns the dirt up, over. And but this dirt looks really, really good. It reminds me of the dirt in the backyard of Southie. They farmed there before they built all of the houses, but the dirt there, it's black if you get it in the backyard, and it's healthy. I grew corn one time when I was living on West 7th Street. I just planted corn backyard, see what happened. It got pretty tall. Pretty tall, but my corn's never really come out that great. But I really didn't do anything to it. I just stuck it in the ground. So that earth there is really good. Anyway, yeah, so you're probably right about that. Putting more weight on it. I can hardly wait to get some video of when the stuff starts coming up. Probably everything I planned recently, it's going to be probably a month. The only thing that was quicker than that was the ones that Mike said. I mean, I stuck a couple potatoes in. So if you plant the potatoes with the eyes on it, you should get the same exact potato, but I guess because when you do it with seeds, cross-pollination somehow causes them to be different. I don't know, but I always just stick the potatoes in. There's a whole bunch that I put in there. I don't think anything's coming out of them. I think it was waited too long. They were already gone, dead. Waited too long over the winter. I think if I'm going to do it, I probably should buy potatoes in January. See how that comes about. The ones in Mike's head weren't that. Didn't have them that long. They were smaller potatoes. The other ones are Yukons, I think. Well, we'll see how this comes out. Anyway, I'm turning my head because I'm looking at them on the table over there, where they've been growing, 3 feet from the slider window and getting plenty of sunshine. Anyway. This pump sounds the same as the other one, though. Sounds like the cat. When the cat makes this little noise. He's a moose, and he mostly sounds like he's a tiny little thing. He gets loud sometimes, but it still sounds like he should be a little girl cat or something. I don't know where he went. He was just all over me a minute ago. So he's probably in the bed, or he's in one of his usual spots. Great Bruins game last night. Watching them and watching their puck handling and thinking back to like the 80s and 90s. And yeah, I can remember a lot of those players. As I always said, but I can't find my spare car key. They didn't give me one this time. But anyway, they're and knowing where the other guys are going to be, and the blind passes that land right on the sticks, and I love watching Brad Marchand. He always gets the rep of angry little man or whatever they call him, but this guy can skate. He can maneuver. I mean, that's a part of it I like watching in hockey. Goals are great, but it's like also watching soccer, which I am a fan of. I'm probably the only one. It's the maneuvering of the ball in soccer to get it close enough to the goal to get an opportunity to score. And it's the same way in hockey. But on ice with skates and helmets and stuff like that. Hockey players are the toughest. toughest players. There was a time there, was it in the 90s, where they had these guys flopping, and oh my God, they could feel a stick within an inch of their skate, and they'd just go take a swan dive. Sort of like what they do in basketball now, you know. But I guess they get rid of that shit. Hockey, if you go watch a game, watch a game like on YouTube from the 70s, and watch one now, and you would be amazed at the difference in almost every part of the game. The boring period of hockey for me, where I just almost completely stopped watching, was Gretzky era. He didn't do anything for me. He really didn't. That whole time at Edmonton, and he didn't do anything for me. He seemed like a guy that was just out there, had bodyguards, Messier, and I can't remember the other guy's name. And Messier was an excellent player. Wasn't a goon, but it just seemed like he never really got touched. Anybody remember him being out because he got for a few games or something because he had an upper body injury or something because somebody actually checked him? It used to drive me crazy. He would like stand at the blue line, a foot in either side, a skate in either side, and wait for his teammates to come up because he never seemed to cross the red line into his own zone. And honest to God, he must have been hanging in the blue lines all that time. Anyway, I remember watching him in ESPN, and he just didn't do. I was like, why isn't somebody checking? I forget it. I go on and on about this guy. I really do. He just didn't do anything for me. Jeez, I'd love to have a coffee right now, but I had so much acid in my stomach while I was there. It was ridiculous. Yep, me yawning once again. I don't think I'm going to probably have one of these for lunch. It's the generic. This is Equate. The other one is a similar name, but I'm trying to get through all these vanillas. I really prefer the chocolate one. Maybe I'll put some chocolate syrup in this. I have two different kinds of the chocolate syrup, so I get the Hershey and I got the one with the rabbit on it. Oh God, I can't have Hershey. Who's the other chocolate one? Hershey, and I can picture the bottle, but I can't picture the stupid name on it because I like both. And I got strawberry for Karen, but I don't think she really drinks it that much. Anyway, I don't know. Gonna watch one of my the YouTube video of the guy who cuts trees down, and he just went through this whole thing of how business hasn't been good for quite a while, and he's having to sell off equipment. It's too bad. It's an interesting show. It's interesting. He's well known in the community there. He creates other products. He's actually done things a little bit differently, and people look up to him. Hey, got a compliment in the ring today. Yep, that's the ring that only the curator of the Hall of Distinguished Gentlemen gets to wear. It will get passed down eventually. Oh, here he comes again. Hi. Say hi to the people. I think they only watch my videos for you. He's a nut. Karen was saying he's not really nocturnal. He's up a lot in the daytime for a cat, and he sleeps all night. He might move to 3 or 4 different places. Yeah, you. He loves me. He knows to take care of me, to protect me. He knows I'm not always feeling good, so he's a good guy. He still loves his mama Karen. Don't do that. He's got these things like at the table that, they always want to knock everything on the floor. And I keep on telling him, pointing to the thing, he'll stop doing it. And then when he thinks I've forgotten, he starts trying to knock it on the floor again. Hi. Say hi to the people. Say hi. Kiss. Hey, you. No. No, it's when he decides. What are you looking at over my head? See you?